Alright, for this lesson we are doing lesson 50 and we are finding an average. Now again, this is another one of my favorite things to do with math is finding averages. So I kind of wrote down the few steps that you're going to do when you find an average of a group of numbers. Okay, so step 1, combine to find the total. What that means is you take all the numbers you're dealing with and you add them all together. Add all numbers together, okay? Combine all of them. Step 2, separate the total into equal groups. Or, in parentheses I wrote down here, which I think is easier for you to understand, divide by how many numbers you added together. So if you added a bunch of numbers together and you got, let's say, 30, and then you count how many numbers you added and you had 5, then you do a quick division problem right there. So I'm going to show you what that means and how that looks in the first example. And it says, there are 4 ounces, 7 ounces, and 7 ounces in 3 separate glasses. What is the average number of ounces in the 3 glasses? Okay, so 1 says combine to find the total or add all the numbers together. So I have 4 ounces, 7 ounces, and 7 ounces. So I have to add 4, 7, and 7 together. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 4, 18 ounces. Now I divide by how many numbers I added together. I added 1, I added 2, and I added 3. So now I take 18 and I divide by how many numbers I added, which is 3, and this should be a quick division problem. So 6 ounces in each glass. So that's the average amount. That's when you average those numbers together, the average amount is 6. So add them all up, divide by how many you have, and then you have your average. Alright, Nicholas's lap times while swimming were 80, 85, 90, 85, and 90 seconds. What was his average lap time? Okay, so we have to add all these numbers together. So you're going to add 80 plus 85 plus 90 plus 85 plus 90. Okay, you can add those all up together. I've already done that, and your answer is going to be 430. So now you're going to have to divide by how many numbers you added. So go back and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then I'm going to take my problem over here, take 430, and divide by 5, because I had 5 separate times. Okay, 5 goes into 4, doesn't work, but 5 can go into 43. How many times? 8. 8 times 5, 40, minus 3. Bring down your 0. How many times can 5 go into 30? 6. 6 times 5, 30, minus 0. 86 is your average. So what was his average lap time? 86 seconds. Alright. The next one. What I want you to do when you do this is go ahead and pause your video and see if you can do it by yourself without me, and then hit play, and you can go ahead and see if you did it correctly. Okay, in PE, there were 5, 6, 9, and 8 students in each squad. What is the average number of students in each squad? Okay, so I'm going to again add all my numbers. 5 plus 6 plus 9 plus 8. Okay, and when I add all those together, I get 28. And then I count how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 28 and I divide it by 4, and it should be a quick multiplication division fact. 7. So the average number of students in each squad, 7 students, is your average. Alright, now the last example. Sophie's game points. 8, 9, 7, 9, 8, 10, 6, 7. What is her average game points? About how many points did she get every single game? So we're taking all these numbers and we're finding the average. So if you add all these up together, you should get 64. If you add them all up. And then how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, this is a quick multiplication and division fact. How many times does 8 go into 64? 8, because 8 times 8 is 64. So how many points on average? 8 points. Alright, and that's how you find your average. Add them all up, divide by how many you have, and you will have your answer. Here is your lesson practice. So it says find the average of these numbers. So number 1, 2, and 3.